in trouble. You remember that day when Cain? You got to be a Bible reader for this sermon. Remember that day when Cain went to church first? And Abel went to church? And he went up there to offer his little sacrifice. God told him no on the first Sunday. And before God gave the benediction from first Sunday service, he told Cain in private. Said, Cain, come to God's study. Let me talk to you. And he said, Cain, now, if you will go deal with that issue in your heart, then sin won't lie at your door. Go back, deal with it, and come on back. Well, guess what Cain did? He came back to church next Sunday, but with the same issue in his heart. And this time on his way from church, he was walking in back of his brother Abel. And when he thought at the right moment, he slew his brother Abel. And he buried him in the field. But guess what? When the question came from God again, when he came back into his study, he said, Cain, where is your brother Abel? What did Cain say? Am I my brother's keeper? And God shook his mind. He said, well, you know what? Since you're such a smart aleck, I heard from your brother the other day. Cain said, what? Ain't no way. I slew him and buried him in the field. So I know he ain't talking to you, but the Lord blew his mind and said, his blood. His blood cries unto me from the ground that you buried him in. So you got to be careful when you shed innocent blood. Blood has vocal cords, and God can hear when blood is crying. All on the streets of Zion, God had heard the cry of blood. All in the streets of Chicago, Detroit, New York, LA, Dallas, and Memphis, and all in our urban city. Every day and every night, blood go crying up to God because of the senseless killing on black on black. Here we are in this Black History Month, but still there's black on black crime. We still killing one another for nothing at all. For a pair of tennis shoes. Because you wore the wrong color. You own my turf. We don't own anything. The earth is still the Lord's and the fullness thereof, and they that dwell it. Somebody talk to me this morning. Unless I get ahead of myself, but it's a good point to put it at. Our covering don't come from Exodus. Our covering comes from the gospel. I'll get to that in a moment. Why blood? Why blood? I just asked you how much blood. Now I ask you why blood. Well, let us take us a blood course. Let's take a blood course according to the Bible. The mind